Sawadee krap, welcome to Thailand News Today by the Thaiger. My name is Jet Gunther. Before we start, a shout out to one of our Thaiger legends, Stefan H. We genuinely thank you for your support as a Thaiger legend. Now members get to see a lot of Thaiger content before it's made available to the public. All other benefits can be found by clicking join just under this video. And now on to the news. Protesters gathered at the Ratchaprasong intersection in Bangkok yesterday, calling for the release of fellow activists and the resignation of the Thai PM. The anti-government protesters assembled last night and listened to speakers blasting the PM and Thailand's strict lèse majesté law. The protesters are calling for the law to be abolished, for those charged under the law to be released, and for PM Prayut Chan-o-cha to resign. An activist from the non-profit organization iLaw addressed the crowd, telling them that abolishing the lèse majesté law, also known as Section 112 of the Criminal Code, is a priority for the Thai people. He claimed the existence of the law only served to frustrate the public prosecutors and the police. He said the lèse majesté law does not reflect Thai identity or Thai culture. He claims police and prosecutors are reluctant to release anyone charged under the law, even though they know all suspects must be treated as innocent until proven guilty. Another activist addressed the crowd, reciting a long list of mistakes allegedly made by the PM since he seized power in the 2014 military coup. This was greeted with cries of "Down with dictatorship, long live the people," as the crowd held their hands in the air in a symbolic three-finger salute. Tour bus operators on Phuket are calling for government assistance as they face ongoing legal action over missed lease payments. Operators say the threat of bankruptcy looms over them after a year of unemployment. They say the lockdowns and border closures have wreaked havoc with tourism on the island and complain they have never been consulted during talks between the government and others working in the sector. The Phuket Bus Operators Association, representatives of the Phuket Double-Deck Tour Bus Operators Club, and others involved in tour bus operations met with the Phuket Local Administration Organization to discuss how to best deal with the impact of COVID-19, in particular, threats of legal action from non-bank credit agencies. Tour bus operators are calling for help in negotiating with such agencies over loan repayments so that they can avoid bankruptcy. They also want to be included in future tourism talks with the government. An illegal casino operator in Pattaya is under arrest again after police accuse him of murdering the man who snitched on him back in February. The 56-year-old, known locally as Somchai, was detained at his residence in Pattaya's Mueang district early this morning and is being charged with ordering the murder of a 47-year-old. The motorcycle taxi driver had allegedly taken photos of his illegal gambling den, which was used to tip off police who raided the building. Now, when Somchai found out who snitched on him, he ordered his gambling den supervisors to hire someone to kill the man. A 37 and 47-year-old were allegedly hired to murder him. On July 28th last year, the motorcycle taxi driver was indeed shot dead behind the Mueang Pattaya 8 school in Pattaya. When police apprehended the suspects last December, they initially said they had a fight with the man, leading to his murder. But police then linked them to Somchai, who was arrested last month for allegedly running a gambling network in eastern Thailand, which was responsible for a cluster of COVID-19, which then spread to multiple provinces. 118 gamblers were arrested on the day of the raid, with police saying around 12 million baht circulated through the gambling den daily. Somchai was released on bail shortly after his eventual arrest and is awaiting trial. A sack of methamphetamine valued around 20 million baht, smuggled in tea packets, was seized along the banks of the Mekong River in Isan's Mukdahan province. A longtail boat pulled up to the shore around 3 a.m. yesterday, and the driver threw the sack onto the riverbank. Rangers and police, who had been tipped off about a drug shipment coming in from Laos, immediately moved in as the boat sped off. Inside the sack was 21 green packets labeled with a brand of tea. Each packet had a 1 kilogram of meth, according to police and rangers. The Mekong River is a notorious route for illicit drug trade between Laos and Thailand. Drug trade across the river has been under ongoing watch by the UN Office on Drugs and Crime. Recently, the UNODC teamed up with Thai authorities for a 2-day assessment on trafficking patterns and organized crime along the Thai-Lao border. The internet shopping websites of Lazada and Shopee are going head-to-head as they are competing for more online shoppers in Thailand. The economic downturn has prompted more efforts to attract new shoppers just as the festive sales season is right around the corner. The chief business officer of Lazada Thailand says the COVID-19 pandemic has spurred a new trend in online shopping. Also, according to a joint report by Google, Ban & Company, and Temasek, Thailand's e-commerce surged by an amazing 81% in 2020. He said that the pandemic has split consumers into two groups, one being unaffected by it and the other being affected. She said Lazada has adjusted to meet the demands of the two groups by offering low-priced products for those financially struggling, with the other group picking up the slack by spending 2 to 3 times as much before the pandemic. Shopee, which is Lazada's major rival, also expects to see the biggest growth in terms of new shoppers and sellers this year. The online shopping website is featuring a 4.4 mega shopping day spree for 2 weeks until April the 4th. A monk in northern Thailand's Lampang province has allegedly taken matters into his own hands by kicking a Thai teenager in the face after he refused to travel 5 kilometers to buy food for the monk. According to the 16-year-old boy's mother, her son was visiting a young monk at the local temple and was playing games with him. Another monk came and asked her son to go buy him food by motorbike. Her son said no because he was low on petrol and it was a hot day. The monk came back and asked why the boy did not do as he was asked, when the boy again refused to go. The monk then allegedly kicked the boy in the face when the boy jumped up and started fighting back. Other young monks jumped in to stop the fight. The mother says the boy's eyes, neck, and arms were injured. She says the monk did not apologize and instead sent relatives to come and negotiate. The mother says her son was only visiting and did not feel like he should have to obey orders from a monk. She says she does not want any money from the incident, but is only seeking justice for her son. Finally, and better put down whatever you're eating before you hear this, a 67-year-old man complaining of stomach pain and extreme flatulence found out his symptoms were caused by an 18-meter-long tapeworm, possibly the longest tapeworm ever recorded in Thailand. The patient gave a stool sample during a visit to a doctor in the Isan province of Nong Khai, which borders Laos. Lab tests found 28 eggs in the sample. The patient was given deworming medicine. He took it right before bed, and by the morning, the worm was coming out of his rectum. The head of the Parasitic Disease Research Center in Nakhon Ratchasima, where the man's stool sample was tested, says that these tapeworms are usually transmitted to humans when they eat raw beef containing tapeworm eggs. He says the 18-meter-long tapeworm is the longest recorded in Thailand's 50 years.
Checking Thailand's air quality and the weather, starting off in the capital, and we've got unhealthy air there today. Will be worse tomorrow, but getting a little bit better again on Saturday. Cloudy conditions and top temperatures of 33 and 34. In Phuket, we've got moderate air quality there today, but will be better on Friday and Saturday, with some scattered showers and top temperatures of 29 and humid. In the northeast, we've got rather unhealthy air quality today, and we'll be getting worse tomorrow, with temperatures of 38 tomorrow, then on Saturday returning back to moderate air quality and 38. Right up in the north in Chiang Mai, very unhealthy today, the measurement of 151. The air quality will improve for Friday and then on Saturday. Temperatures of 38 and 39, overcast conditions. Around the Phetchaburi province in the central Gulf Coast, we've got unhealthy air quality there today. Much the same over Friday and Saturday, temperatures of 31 and cloudy. And finally to Pattaya, where we've got moderate air quality today. It will be getting worse tomorrow, but back to moderate on Saturday. Top temperatures of 30 and 32, a bit overcast and possibility of rain.
Thank you as always, Tim, and thank you for watching. You're now up to date on the Thaiger. Sawadee krap.